friends. Today, at the Voice of Ecosystem number 171, Sisla, our friend and co-founder of OmniFlix. Hello, friend. Really
Yeah.
glad to see you.
Hello. Hi, Vlad. Glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me and very glad to be here. Thank you.
Sisla, there is so many interesting happens in OmniFlix, and I know that at 20th of April you have the birthday of OmniFlix. So can you tell us what will be new at OmniFlix? What we need to expect it from OmniFlix in near time?
Yeah, I mean, there is honestly a lot that is coming out. Yes. So I will break this down. So 420 or April 20th is the day that the Flix token launched. And this is the second year anniversary of the Flix token, right? So on that day, we have something very big coming up. So yeah, like being the second anniversary of the token launch, and OmniFlix has been running for multiple years before the launch of the token. So we first worked on the tech and then launched the token. So on April 20th, for the first time, we will be releasing infrastructure around media this year on 420. And this is, this hasn't been announced. It'll be announced in 24 hours, roughly, or maybe 36 hours. But this year for 420, we are launching the FrameFest incentivized testnet, right? And the FrameFest incentivized testnet will demonstrate the interactions between media node hosts, creators, and viewers. So what is FrameFest? What is the incentivized testnet? So for the first time, we will have media node hosts or validators or anyone that can run a node, right? Can go ahead and run the software to power a media node and then list it on the OmniFlix, media node marketplace, or register it on the OmniFlix media node marketplace. And then they should be able to allow that media node for leasing. So any creator can come lease that node, for, certain flicks, 100 flicks, 1,000 flicks. Yeah. If I might not have explained clearly in simple words, right? Anyone can run a media node, and on omniflix.market, creators can lease media node infrastructure. So what can you do with the media node is you should be able to store all your content. You should be able to publish that content to OmniFlix TV, YouTube, and other platforms. You should be able to go ahead and also run a live stream, not just like publish VOD posts, but run a live stream and 24/7 broadcast, right? You should be able to run an entire TV channel like broadcast that runs the entire month just by leasing the media node. And finally, you should be able to insert advertisements into the broadcasts or videos. So this is how you can monetize. So you can manage, distribute, and monetize your media using the media node. So with the media node, creators can run their media ops completely. And a media node, that node host that registers their media node on the OmniFlix network, can lease out the media node with a per hour pricing that is completely under their control. So OmniFlix does not recommend any pricing, but completely based on free market dynamics, the pricing works. And the media nodes can price their node based on the infrastructure they offer. For example, live streaming infrastructure, if it is supported, the media node host can charge a bit higher. If it is like, just storage of content and accessing of that content, again, it can be a lower cost, and so on and so forth. So just like how IPFS pinning works with Pinata and other tools, just like that, media node hosts can run the media node while creators can use the media nodes. The FrameFest competition, incentivized testnet, is a way for media node hosts, creators, and viewers to come together. How do they come together? Media node hosts run the node. They are assessed based on uptime and total lease time. So if you run the node for 100 minutes and if you leased only 70 minutes out of that, so your uptime is 100% and your lease time is 70 minutes or 70%. That being said, right, we will make sure to have assessments for creators that lease the media node and run the broadcast. So to run the broadcast, you do not need to upload any content, right? But as a bonus, you can upload. Content will already be there in the media node by default that you can use to create an OmniFlix channel and start streaming, right? Because this is happening on an incentivized testnet, the channels, the OmniFlix TV channel will not be continued after the competition. Yeah, like for media nodes or node hosts, lease time or uptime, these are important. Total tokens earned will also be important on the testnet. So yeah, like when it comes to creators can lease the media node and using the default files, start a broadcast, right? This is not a live stream. Broadcast is only with pre-recorded files. Apart from that, they can, of course, they will have to create their OmniFlix TV channel, right? Or they'll have to create their channel on the incentivized testnet and then start streaming to it. When it comes to creators, they should be able to lease the media node, run the stream, after creating their channel, run the broadcast, and then they can also live stream into the broadcast. So like this right now, or using OBS or StreamYard, they can add the stream key of the media node and live stream. This is like feature number 1, right? So if that is like feature number 1, feature number 2 is that you should be able to upload your own files and then run a broadcast. So for example, all the 170 or 171 episodes, of this series can be used as content for broadcasting so that it becomes better marketing content for you. So if that is like feature number 2, first one is the ability to stream live into the broadcast. Second one is to control your broadcast with your own content, of course. You should also be, the third feature is, you should also be able to run a scroll, right? Like an advertisement. And in the stream, in the broadcast, while you're broadcasting, you can run a scroll or a ticker, as we call it, or a text overlay as an advertisement, right? Like this is feature number 3. And the fourth and final feature for the creators is you can not just stream to OmniFlix TV on this testnet, but you can connect your own YouTube and Twitch accounts to stream to those platforms and actually make real money on YouTube and Twitch today, right? Like during the incentivized FrameFest incentivized testnet, you can still make money. So this is these are the benefits for creators, and they should be able to use the media node to do all of this. Yeah. So the best part about this competition or incentivized testnet is that you do not need to be a creator to run a broadcast. That is what we are like demonstrating to people, because if you are anyone that understands how to curate content, right, from multiple sources, you can give credits and then make sure that the clips or anything that you want to broadcast is broadcasted. So you do not need to be a creator to run a broadcast, and that is what we want to show everyone, that Web3 makes sure there is like freedom, but also it makes things extremely simple and possible. So that being said, for creators, right, what is in it for viewers? So we talked about media nodes, we talked about creators. What is in it for viewers, right? So they get to experience how Web3 infrastructure can power media experiences. For example, the task, the list of tasks for viewers are, they need to claim tokens, or they can come down with a referral code, right? They can be referred by someone, and with that referral code, both the whoever issued the code, or referrer and the referral, both get bonus, right? So this is like the first step. Yeah. So if we are looking at like getting started with a referral and claiming of tokens, tweeting and claiming tokens on the testnet, you should be able to view a running stream or a broadcast for 3 minutes and then see a tip button active or enabled. If they click on the tip button, a stream pay stream is created, with a stream of 10 testnet flicks or T-flicks, right? 10 T-flicks. And then as rewards, they get back 5 T-flicks, right? So the numbers are subject to change, but this is the model. So if they tip, they get back rewards, of 5 T-flicks. So all this is happening on testnet. And if they do it for 3 streams, like watch 3 streams for 3 minutes and then tip, 10 frame, they should be able to go ahead and do this. Like, this is the task to be completed. If they finish this task, if they do this for 3 days in a row, 5 days in a row, or 7 days in a row, right, like maintain a streak, they should get bonus points. In this way, we are engaging media node hosts, creators, as well as viewers, and simulating a real world scenario. And if everything is functioning exactly the way it is intended to be, then we'll see something that empowers all stakeholders, that enables everyone to earn, see a demonstration of how earning can work, or monetization. And we believe that this is the first step in someone, be it a media node host or a creator, experiencing what OmniFlix infrastructure can offer.
Yes, Sisla, this is very interesting and very cool, and I already want to participate in it. And we have several questions from our community. One of the questions from the community member, Evangelist, how to test pressure, like on the platform OmniFlix, if it's distributed between different media nodes, if the flow of data will be very big.
Right. If there is a node host that is running a media node, it can be leased only to one creator at one point in time. So at any point in time, if there are media nodes running, we should be able to see creators that can lease out media nodes. If the number of creators that are leasing out media nodes is higher than node hosts, which is what we believe, right? That will be the case. If that number is higher, then the demand for the media node is there. That is what we want to demonstrate.
Next question about what's about copyrights?
Right now, this FrameFest incentivized testnet has zero copyright enforcement. So at this point in time, you can utilize any content. But if there is someone that is like streaming, any 18 plus content, or any of the PG A rated content, right, or R rated, like we will make sure to remove that from our end. So it'll be controlled, this environment, because we are also testing everything out. Yeah.
So now community needs to wait for the announcement and start to join in, and or how the community can participate in it. I understand that they can participate as the viewer, as the creators, and as the but when and how they can be engaged in all of it.
Yeah, so FrameFest is a very big moment for us, because this is a lot of years in the making, and this testnet will offer incentives for 50 media node hosts. So I would encourage anyone in the community to definitely try running media nodes if you have some sort of an experience running nodes, and we will make sure that running these nodes is profitable as possible by driving demand for creators to lease. So I would say definitely try out running the media node. If you are a creator, do not hesitate to experiment with the OmniFlix infra. You have 50 media node hosts. You have 100 creators, that are being incentivized, rewarded, and you will have over 100 or 200 viewers that will be incentivized. So it is 50 media node hosts, 100 creators, and it'll definitely be over 150 viewers, right? So this is the structure of the competition, and the rewards will also be huge in that sense. We are expecting for the rewards to be over 200k flicks, right, from our end. Most likely the entire budget, including bonus points, everything can span out to be around 250k flicks, or maybe even 300k flicks. So this is the plan that we have right now. So I would encourage anyone that knows actually anything about OmniFlix. You've known that we've been around media, and we definitely encourage you to try it out. Yes, and definitely don't hesitate to reach out to us on Telegram or Discord or even X, and we will be more than keen to help you out, especially if you are a media node host that is keen on participating. It is a private process right now. More details will be released tomorrow, but at the same time, if you're interested, they can always send me a direct message.
Sounds really great. I think we will provide a lot of media node hosters, a lot of creators, and a lot of viewers, even maybe big part of them. Yes, this is sounds great and amazing, very interesting. And one question also about that before you join, I was speaking about NFT avatars and some incentives, NFT incentivization for the people who will watching content from the side of Posthuman. And I was telling that very soon it will be implemented also in user interface of OmniFlix. Maybe you also can tell when people need to expect it.
Yeah, so I'll say two things about it. There is something pretty cool that we are working with the Posthuman team on the generation of NFTs. I think Vlad can talk about the landing page, but we have the backend all ready, and we are ready for the huge mint. So in some sense, I'll say we should be ready for testing this week. We tested it internally last week, so we should be ready for testing. And maybe, Vlad, whenever we plan, we should be able to release the mint also, just after 420. Yeah, and Vlad, I would like to know your thoughts on FrameFest, and what you think about the competition and the release of the media deepen infrastructure.
I think that this is very amazing competition, and this is so interesting because we was dependent from the IPFS for the so long time, and we do, and IPFS have pretty big amount of minuses, and to provide these media nodes, this is a really interesting solution, and also it will involve a lot of people who are not validators, because if you don't can't find yourself as the validator to provide security, you can provide media nodes. And this is a big opportunity for many new people who want to find themselves in the field of infrastructure. Also, I think that this is very interesting from the side, or that if you have the media node, you can provide it not only to the OmniFlix, but to other services. For example, maybe it can be used for the Huddle 01, that they decentralized alternative to Zoom. And also, I think that to create this data layer, because these media nodes, they can keep not only media, and this is the big question of the modular blockchains, how we can use it not even by the direct utility to use it for the media, we can also use it for the something else, for the games, for example, for the like a game servers. So my game I made a Web3 game, I need some servers, and I can take it from the media hosts nodes. And from the also the side of the validators, I think this is the cool step to build more decentralized infrastructure. So in some case, this is can be alternative to Akash. Yeah, if it's too expensive on Akash, maybe it's not so expensive on OmniFlix. Yeah, I just need decentralized server. This is the huge opportunity. I, as the infrastructure geek, I totally support it, and I like the idea that creators don't need to create; they already can just combine from the content that exists. This can be a good opportunity to earn funds even for those who don't create content, and for those who create content even more, because they can create content especially for those who just create broadcasts.
Correct. And you can reuse content that you already have, using clip generators, AI video clip generators. And, in some sense, we will enable the possibility to run an OmniFlix media node inside an Akash server. So what will happen is you can take an Akash server for lease and also take the lease for an OmniFlix media node, right? Or rather run the OmniFlix media node on an Akash server and lease it out to other people, right? So yeah, you can make that happen as decentralized as it can get, right? And thank you. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone tip to the post-human stream that you create right out of your content. And yeah, we are looking forward to like an active participation and for active feedback as well. We are very close to the Akash integration also. Just a few things are not working, but mostly we are there. So we are very eager to onboard more media node hosts as well as creators. And very, very glad to have done this, Vlad, with you and the Post-Human Fund.
Thank you, Sisla, for these brilliant and bright ideas and news. Now it's just 1 week to the 20th of April, so all this week we will preparing for this interesting news. We are waiting for the announcement tomorrow. We will translate it. We will speak about it. It usually looks like the OmniFlix, one of the high technical developed network in the Cosmos ecosystem.
Definitely. Thank you for that. We are also like this 1 week will be very hectic because on 420, we are not just like releasing the FrameFest incentivized testnet, but also as a quick alpha to the community, just sharing here that we will be releasing the channels contract and we will be releasing the OmniFlix Android super app. Right, so the OmniFlix super app will be released on Android, and you should be able to, keep a track of all the updates that are happening, that are releasing, through the OmniFlix Twitter account. We also have Cosmic Chronicles, a series where we had, participation from, post-human member Wali, right? Like he was helping with the production, and we did quite a lot together. And so please check that out. That's a series running on omniflix.tv right now. And you have episodes with many, many of the core contributors from the Cosmos ecosystem.
So, great, Sisla. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much for visiting us. Thank you for being with us. This is always pleasure to see you, to speak with you, and to feel your amazing energy and vibe.
Definitely. Glad to have been here, Vlad. Again, very sorry for the delay, but definitely enjoyed, this entire experience of sharing about FrameFest, the wider community. And we are very excited for the media deep in infrastructure. And we believe it will bring additional interest, a lot more interest to OmniFlix as a network, as well as, to all that we're doing with OmniFlix TV, media deep in infra and the protocol there.
Great. Thank you very much on this beautiful, cool news. And we are finishing our Voice of Ecosystem number 171. And see you next Sunday on the 172. We will speak about count abstraction. Thank you very much. Всем спасибо. Bye-bye, friends. Bye-bye, космонавты. Пока, друзья. Пока, космонавты. Увидимся.
Bye-bye.